Oh, boy. Oh, boy. As soon as Kevin Stefanski gave his locker room speech and did not give the game ball to Shedeur Sanders, you knew hell would be paid. Whether it's Shannon Sharpe, Chad Ochocinco, RG3, Ryan Clark, whoever the case may be, you know that they saw Kevin Stefanski give Myles Garrett the game ball, and inside they just started fuming. You saw steam begin to come out of their ears. Now, Shedeur Sanders won his first career NFL start, looked better than I expected, didn't turn the ball over, only got sacked one time, had a beautiful deep bomb to Isaiah Bond. 11 for 20, 209 yards, 55 completion percentage. But the Cleveland Browns defense, 10 sacks for the Cleveland Browns defense. Myles Garrett running roughshod over the Oakland Raiders offensive line all game long. 4 tackles, 3 sacks himself. Going after Michael Strahan's record. Let's take a look at Kevin Stefanski's post-game speech, and then we'll get into Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco losing their mind over Shedeur Sanders not getting the game ball.
Hey, how about that road win? Stayed resilient together like I told you we needed to, right? Stay resilient together, and we fought together. How about Gage's big punt return on special teams? How about Corey, every single time you're out there pinning those guys doing your job? Great call. Offense wasn't perfect. How about that big play by Sam at the end? IB, huge play. Q, huge play. Harold making a big play. And then another rookie making his first start. Nice job, Shedeur. Well done. There's that old saying, save the best for last. How about that fucking defensive performance? Holy is what I have to say about that. 10 sacks by our defense. 10 sacks. Okay? I got one ball in my hand. Okay, I got a guy, he's got to get a cold every week. Okay, he had a cold this week. Wasn't feeling himself. 3 sacks, which gives him 18 on the season through 11 games, which breaks his own Browns record. Myles Garrett. Come on, man. So I'll see you guys in tomorrow. Hey, I'll see you Wednesday!
And let the comment. He looked miserable when Shedeur was dropping dimes. What is it going to take for Sanders to get a fair shake in Cleveland? Stefanski getting fired. The blatant hate for him from his head coach is insane. You need one of these. Stefanski should lose the respect of the locker room after this. A slight mention of his brash rookie quarterback who just won his first NFL start. Get the fuck out of here with that. Sanders, like Newton, is a culture nightmare for older tradition coaches. I cannot root for a coach who dislikes a culture nightmare. Oh, fucking goodness. It doesn't even have to be one or the other. I've seen coaches give multiple game balls out. He just simply doesn't want to give it to Shedeur. I tend to agree with this. But guess what I would ask? Do rookie quarterbacks usually get a game ball following their first W? I would assume yes, but sincere question. A QBR of 8.7. No, he didn't have a QBR of 8.7. Nah. 87, you mean? Passer rating, 87. Judkins did more than Shedeur. Samson turned a throw behind the line of scrimmage into a 60-yard pass touchdown. Let's cool the Jets. They won, but there were many Browns that played a larger role than Sanders in that win. Here
road win
is Chad Ochocinco and Shannon Sharpe losing their mind over this.
That man couldn't flip Shedeur football, Ocho.
You know the man wasn't flipping him no football, you know the man. That is not the individual that they want at the helm. They made that clear a long time ago. The game that they've been playing in training camp, him not getting reps, we understand that. So therefore, you actually wanting him to give him credit after a game, that ain't happening. So to me, it's not surprising to me because okay, we already know what it is. We know you're not our guy. I think Shedeur even knows that as well. He's not tripping. I'm going to prepare myself so when the opportunity presents itself, the end result looks like today. The most important stat, that W. That's all that matters. Listen, on the next week. I'll see you Wednesday.
Ocho, you and I have both been in situations. And Chadley, I know y'all probably the last guy that y'all want to hear dating advice from, but we've all had the young lady. Ocho, she was gorgeous. Drop dead
Shannon
gorgeous.
pays
Yeah,
for his
come on,
young
wait.
lady.
Take your time. Now,
Hold
She-
on.
I wanted her.
Shannon, but you pay for your young lady, Shannon. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
So bad.
Yes, yes.
But when it didn't work out, I realized the other one, she was the best for me, and I needed to give her credit. Because the one that I wanted,
Right.
it didn't work out. I
Right.
understand Stefanski won't Dylan Gabriel. But you got to understand, the guy now is the best for you. And it's going to give you the best opportunity to win because he is unafraid to push the ball down the field.
Right.
Because in this league, that's how you win. Big plays. I don't get it. Ocho, sometimes you got to, like Coach used to tell him, sometimes I got to fool him. Sometimes you got to lie to your team.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like Shedeur, even if you want Dylan Gabriel, you won't commit. I get all that, and I get the semantics. I get the scheme of it, Ocho. Well,
Right.
I want them to prepare for both, knowing damn well Dylan Gabriel ain't gonna see that field anytime soon. I get all of that,
Right.
but this notion that this thing is even close, this notion that this was just a whole hum performance.
Right.
The guy got no snaps with the guys that he played with today until Wednesday of last week.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he does that on the road in a hostile environment. And all you got for him is that.
Yeah. I mean, Unc, that's what it is. And one thing about it, listen, you have to understand, coaches have egos too. The owner has an ego too. The owner and the coach, not in cahoots, but they both wanted their quarterback. They got their quarterback in the third round. Things happen, things didn't work out. Dylan Gabriel's hurt right now. There is no way in hell they're gonna sit on their hands and show the world that they made a mistake. Ain't no way in hell. That's not happening.
It happens,
not-
Ocho. I mean,
it's not happening.
we've all made mistakes. The thing is not making a mistake. Do you learn from it? Because remember, Ocho, mistakes without consequences, there's no lesson to be learned.
Wait, you have to understand, but how many consequences have they had in the last 40 some years? This is the 45th start. This is the 45th starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns since I don't even know the goddamn year.
1999. This is the
1999.
42nd different starting quarterback.
That's 40-some quarterbacks. So obviously
Yeah.
they haven't learned their lesson, regardless of who the owner is, regardless who the head coach is. And that's how they see fit. We're going to continue to prove that we made the right pick in the third round by doing goddamn Shedeur Sanders somewhat of an injustice.
All right. You'd think Shedeur went 20 for 30 for 300 yards, the way these guys are talking about it, right? 25 for 35, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. It was a ho-hum performance. It wasn't a knock your socks off performance. He made a couple good plays. He was more careful with the ball. He didn't get sacked. He didn't hold the ball on too late. Yes, that's all true, but it's not like, holy shit, did you see what Shedeur did against the Raiders? Let's pump our brakes, please. Let's pump the Jets, please. We can be honest here. We can be honest. My socks are still on my feet. Didn't knock my socks off. Held on to the ball. Didn't hold on to the ball like he did in games past. W, great job. Didn't get sacked like he did. Great. Didn't turn the ball over. Nice. All very good positives. Had a beautiful deep ball to Isaiah Bond. Another positive. But he wasn't like slinging the rock all over the place. Yeah, I mean, that just wasn't happening. Let's be honest here. But let's see what these guys are. To act like the defense didn't win that game is honestly purposely perpetuating a false narrative. If Miles didn't decide to end the game, the defensive line would have set an NFL record. Game ball goes to defense for 10 sacks. That performance outweighs all of them. How Offensive Rookie of the Week should be coming our way. Oh, and Defensive Rookie of the Week as well. Go Browns. The Browns once had Baker Mayfield and then told him he wasn't their guy after they drafted him number 1 overall. The Browns are a doormat and they have no issue flipping it over every season, even though doormat is disgusting on both sides. Shit is way past embarrassing. They have a guy on defense that is dominating and about to break the sack record, and they want a guy that completed just over 50% of his passes with a 1-to-1 touchdown interception ratio to get the game ball. Shannon, ain't no way you just called the Raiders a hostile environment. 11 for 20 and with 1 pick, 1 touchdown, put him in the Hall of Fame. Now we're worrying about game balls. The only way certain folk are going to be happy is if the Browns follow Colorado's lead and retire Shedeur's number before their next home game. This is why we don't have to listen to Shannon Sharpe anymore. Yay. Big night, 11 for 20, 200 yards, 70 were a screen. LOL. Hilarious. Oh. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Appreciate the support. See you next time. Peace.